Hey guys, what's up? Oh my god, why does my hair always look terrible? I'm sorry. So, I really wanted to just talk about this subject because everyone's talking about it. The subject is Miley Cyrus. Because, why would we talk about, childhood cancer or arthritis being the number one cause of disability or kids starving in frickin' Africa when we can talk about Miley Cyrus? And what a terrible role model she is. But what I don't get is, if you don't like what you're seeing, you can turn off the television. And it's really bothering me that people are like, my 8-year-old saw you humping a frickin', okay, everyone calls it twerking, I call it humping because it's basically what it is. But anyway, a frickin' married man, and I'm just sitting there like, I had to look up the video to see her doing that to Robin Thicke or whatever his name is. I didn't see it because I knew something like that was going to happen because it's Miley Cyrus. She does stuff like this to get attention. And it's crazy because kids are going to die today. I'm just going to say it flat out. Kids are going to die today from starvation, from child abuse, my finger just cracked, from childhood cancer, from cystic fibrosis, from gastroparesis, from all these diseases, and we're sitting here worrying about what Miley Cyrus is doing. Miley Cyrus is 20-some years old. I'm not worried about what she's doing. I'm worried about parents who are letting their kids watch what she's doing. I'm not gonna lie. I was grossed out when I saw what she did. I was grossed out by Wrecking Ball. That was a good song, and then you watch the video and you're like, this is terrible. She had good potential. She really did. But it just doesn't work. Those two things don't go together. It needs to have a consistent flow there. But what I don't get is, all these people are like Shay Carl, for instance. I love him. I absolutely adore Shay Carl. He's my favorite YouTuber. He's the reason I started making YouTube videos. He's the reason that I wake up every day and I'm like, I can be happy today, because he always says to choose happiness. But he always judges Miley Cyrus, and he's like, I don't want my kids seeing that. And he's like, I don't know if I am going to ever show them that. That makes sense to me. He's taking that step, and he's like, okay, I'm not letting my kids see this. But at the same time, he also said, I think I'm going to show them this. And it's like, if you don't want them to see it, you are the parent and you are in control of what they can see. If you don't want them to accidentally click on that video when they're searching the web, sit next to them as they are on the internet. Don't let your 8-year-old daughter on the internet by herself. I think I was 13 or 14 when I got my first laptop, and now 5-year-olds have iPads that they can just maneuver themselves, pick whatever video they want, and click on it. Yes, kids are going to start to look up to Miley Cyrus. Kids are going to start to do stuff like that because they're able to find these videos on their own because parents are not sitting there interacting with their child. When I was 5, I played outside. Heck, I still play outside. I love being outside. I wish kids would experience what it's like to play outside. My neighbors are actually playing outside right now. They're 10 and 7. They're playing outside right now because their parents love them. Or their parents got sick of them and kicked them out of the house. I don't know. Who am I to judge? But I am going to judge because it's human, nature to judge someone else. And then going back to Miley Cyrus, how she dresses just so, revealing, you, again, as the parent, you control what your child wears. Even at 18 years old, my mother will still tell me if I'm allowed to wear something outside of the house. Normally, she doesn't have a problem with it because I don't like to show off too much. I'm not gonna lie, I wear really, really short shorts, but I have a tattoo on my thigh that I paid almost $200 to get done, and I am not going to waste $200 and never have that frickin' thing shown. So yes, I wear short shorts. Sometimes I'll wear a low-cut top. Do I wear them both at the same time? No, that's trashy. And if you as a parent don't want your 8-year-old wearing short shorts, Don't buy the short shorts. Your 8-year-old's not going to be able to, like, drive themselves to Target and buy themselves short shorts. It's not going to happen, I promise you. I assure you that your 8-year-old will wear whatever you put on them. I can promise you that because I was 8 years old once. I was, believe it or not. I was not born into an 18-year-old's body. I went from the process of being 8 years old to a mature-ish adult who is still struggling with what path to take in life. But I do know I don't want to take the Miley Cyrus path of destruction. I want to be the good role model for children. This is going to be a weird comparison. I want to be Debbie Ryan. Like, she's a good role model. Or Candace Bure, or whatever her name is. She was DJ on Full House. She is really level-headed and just smart. Why don't we use them as the role models for our children instead of using Miley Cyrus as an excuse for our children to be such bad people? Don't blame her because your kid is doing something bad. That's all on the parent. All of it. Every single bit of what your child is doing reflects you, not Miley Cyrus. But what I still don't get is why we're sitting here arguing. I actually had an argument with someone if Miley Cyrus was a good role model. Well, there's stuff going down in Syria. There's stuff going down right down the street. I bet some kids getting abused. Kids are dying. Almost a year ago, this little boy named Lane Goodwin died of cancer. And we're sitting here arguing about if Miley Cyrus is a good role model. I'm going to be 19 this year, and I've lived every single day of my life in pain from juvenile arthritis. And there's no cure, but we're sitting here arguing about Miley Cyrus. A little boy's going to go home tonight and get beat to death, but we're arguing about if Miley Cyrus is a good example. Yeah, she shouldn't be doing a lot of the stuff she's doing. Yeah, parents should care more about their children, but there are bigger issues in the world. So much bigger issues. 8-year-old girls are being married off to like 50-year-old men, and then they're killing them. It's sick to me to think that I live in a country that would rather talk about Miley Cyrus than these big issues. It just sickens me so much. Like, I honestly feel like I could throw up right now because it's so disgusting to me that just everyone is fascinated when someone does something wrong. When Miley Cyrus went to Africa, no one batted an eye. No one talked about it. But she did something bad, so now we're going to talk about it. Cancer does something bad every day. Cancer takes the lives of children every single day, and I don't see any of you making a YouTube video about that. 300,000 kids will go to bed tonight in pain. I don't see that making the news. A little boy's going to get beat to death tonight by his father because his father is drunk. I don't see a YouTube video or a newscast about that. These are the things that need to make the media, not Miley Cyrus. She did it strictly because she wanted the attention. I want the attention on these issues now. I want the attention on the big issues that need to be seen. I want childhood cancer to be cured. I'm wearing my Team Lane shirt right now while making this video to prove a point. I care more about these kids than I care about Miley Cyrus. I'm sorry if that offends you. I'm sorry if you're a Miley Cyrus fan. I could care less about what she's doing, what she's wearing, who she's humping. I could care less. And the fact she got attention, she got just what she wanted, that sickens me, but I could care less because I know and I'm determined to make these issues that I want to be seen in the spotlight. Breast cancer wasn't just put in the spotlight because it could be. It was something that they worked hard for. They worked hard for that spotlight. Miley Cyrus didn't work hard for anything. She showed up and she was naked. That's all she did. And I don't see why childhood cancer can't get that spotlight. So instead of talking to your friends about Miley Cyrus tonight, sit down and talk to them about the big issues. Syria could be one of them. Juvenile arthritis, another one. Childhood cancer, cystic fibrosis. What you had for breakfast. I don't freaking care what you talk about. But if you talk about Miley Cyrus to me, I'm going to rant all of these things that I just said in this 10-minute video. And I'm going to tell you exactly how I feel because she is not of importance to me at all. She used to be my role model, but she definitely isn't anymore. I was 11 when she was my role model, let that record show. Now my role model, I don't even freaking have one because there is no one to look up to. I guess my role model would be Shay Carl. But there's no big-time celebrities to look up to because they all make mistakes and we all sit there and look at their mistakes and we don't look at what they've accomplished. Like, even Justin Bieber, we all do that. Like, he smoked or something, so everyone hates him, but I hated him first, so I feel like I was ahead of the game. Yes, I beat that. I love my little rant videos. I hope you guys do too. Look, I can rant and rave for hours on end, but I can't say a simple sentence. So I'm going to go before this turns into a 7-hour long video, and you all hate me. Hit the subscribe button if you want to see more of these. Hit the like button if you agree with this. Share it on Facebook, Twitter. Do whatever it is you do on Tumblr. I'm still not really sure on what Tumblr is. See you guys.